She said, when you pull back up later, you know we gonna fuck, right? This is not I. So therefore, if I cuffed up in September and I lost my virginity in November, the nigga cheated. I did. I'm not proud of it.
I'ma keep on flexing. You don't like me, then I'm sorry. Oh, sauce it down, sauce it out. You too much, you too much.
Oh, wow. We gonna leave that in here too. Oh, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy ASAUCIN. You read the title, you saw the thumbnail, you already know what we're gonna be talking about today. This video sprung on me last minute, man. I just wanted to get back on YouTube and do something. I miss YouTube, I miss editing, I miss being in front of a camera. So I wanted to tell y'all how I lost my virginity. I've been meaning to do this video for a while. So first of all, I lost my virginity like almost 3 years ago, 2019. It's 2022. I lost my shit in November of 2019. I'll tell y'all about that pause later, because I was really gonna wait, but like I'll tell y'all, it's a plot twist. So I'm gonna tell, I paused for a reason. Y'all gonna know why. Come back to this timestamp when you get to the part when I tell y'all why I just paused. Anyways, I lost my shit 2019 in November. I was 18. I graduated high school when I was 17, May of that year, 2019. Turned 18 in August, lost my virginity in November. So that was a cool little time stamp for me. It was a lot going on for me in that time frame. The girl I lost it to, I met her when I was a senior. She was a freshman. Yes, she was a freshman. I wasn't that type of nigga. It just happened to go down like that. That was the only freshman that I did mess with though. It just happened to be that way. And then the type of girl she was, type of lifestyle she lived, knowing who she was at the time, she grew up pretty fast. Therefore, the nigga was damn near a senior in the mindset, so it really didn't matter any goddamn way. She was coming on to me, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I met her first quarter, my senior year, her first quarter, her freshman year. She followed me on my spam. I had a little spam account, you know, the little spam fences and shit they be having on Instagram and shit like that. It's so high school, but you know motherfuckers be having them. I had me one, she had her one. We was at my school that I went to, people they'd do like little videos and like little skits, you know, on YouTube. They ask you goofy ass questions. Back in 2019 and 2018, that whole little, I don't know if they still do it now, but they ask you goofy ass questions like, would you rather have sex with your cousin or would you rather have sex with your brother? Like, it'd be some weird ass shit. That weird shit that they was doing on YouTube that faded out. That weird ass, that weird phase. They was doing shit like that. So motherfuckers was doing that on their spam in my school or whatever. I forgot what question she asked me. I may or may not put it in the video if I find it. If I find it, I may or may not put it in. If I don't find it, oh well, I ain't put it in. But she asked me a question or whatever, and she put it on her spam, and then in the caption she said something about he looked cute or some shit like that, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, oh yeah, all right, okay, all right. So long story short, I got her number. We started texting. We hit it off. We chopping it up. We are like, by nature, I'm a flirtatious person. Like I flirt on accident. I might say some slick shit, just chilling. I might be working or something, just doing something. Or, and this time I was still in high school, but I'd probably be like cheating. Yeah, I'd be probably cheating, and then I'd pick up my phone and just send a little text just to let her know I'm still interested in her, or talking to her, you know, showing her attention, you know, because they need attention. So I say something flirtatious on accident, they'll reply back with some off the wall shit, and it throw me off. I'm like, wait, hold on. The reply would be like, oh, what I must have, you know, came off as like flirtatious, reasoning why you sending me this reply. So, you know, then I'm like, oh, okay, she going down that road, she talking to me like this, okay, let me get in my mode then. Boom, boom, boom. So that's how I go. So make a long story short, like I said, this is my virginity story, so I am still a virgin. I done multiple things, but I did everything but lose my virginity. I've been indulging in sexual activity since literally like 5 years old. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but I've literally been indulging, kissing, and all that freaky, nasty shit. I've been doing that since I was like 5 years old. My mama never gave me to talk. Nobody never really gave me to talk. It's just, some shit just be in you. It's the shit just in you. You just by nature know what you're doing. And then really, practice makes perfect. The more you do something, the better you get at it. So I'm 4 or 5 years old doing shit with girls and shit that they my age, doing shit with girls and shit. We just playing. I'm just putting my fingers in places and just exploring. That's all sex really is. You just exploring each other. Y'all exploring each other. So at a young age, I'm exploring. So by the time I get up in age, I pretty much know what the hell I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers like, oh my God, where was your mama? Where were your mama at? But my mama wasn't around. She was around. She just wasn't in the room when this shit was going on. You get what I'm saying? I done got caught by her a couple times, but that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that story later. Y'all leave some likes and leave some comments, and I'll probably tell a story time on that. How my mama caught me doing some shit at a young age. Anyways, like I said, I done did damn near everything but lose my virginity by 17. So you name it, I probably done did it. Probably got a story time, etc. But I said all that to say, you know, we when we got closer, me and her, I ain't gonna say her name. I'm gonna just say her the first letter in her name, I. When me and I got closer, we would like link up, like we would both be in class and shit, and I text her. I think she started with me. Nah, some shit happened. So my lips would be chapped sometimes back in school. They probably chapped right now. My lips would be chapped in high school from time to time. I carry me some Vaseline in my pocket. Sometimes I won't always get to it. My mind to be in other places. The motherfucker gonna tell me one day after school, we texting. I got home. She at home. She texted me. She was like, your lips was chapped as fuck today. She was like, I almost licked them for you. You almost what? So I think I said, like I said, this is like almost 3 years. No, this is 28. I met her in 2018. We ain't fucking till 2019 type shit. She texted me and she was like, your lips was chapped as fuck today. I almost licked them for you. I said, shit, you should've, or some other shit. I don't remember what the fuck I really said, because this shit is like 4 years ago. But I think I told her like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know, me being a little Mac I am, shit, you could've, what you running from? Some shit like that. I don't know what I said. I just know in the future, she ended up literally licking my lips. Like, the motherfucker walked up to me, I think the next day or sometime that week, my lips weren't even chapped. I made sure they weren't chapped, because I don't like when somebody tell me that my lips is chapped. So I always try to, let me mute my phone. I always try to keep some shit on my lips when somebody tell me like, yeah, your shit chapped, bro. You need to do something about it. Then I was drinking water only so much back in the day. Like, I drink water, but I drink way much more water than I do back in the day. I wasn't walking around with water bottles and shit like that. I got one on me right now, a couple of them. I was making sure my lips was all, you know, moisturized and shit like that. I think I seen her in the hallway walking from first, because I always see her walking from first block to second. I seen her, we always hug and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. Motherfuckers didn't know what was going on. Sneaky link. She walked up on me. I was finna give her, I reached in for a hug. I went in for a hug. She grabbed me. First of all, my pet peeve is when a female grab me by my jaw. Don't grab me by my jaw. I hate that shit, and I don't hate nothing at all. Hate is a strong word, but I can't stand that. Don't snatch me up by my jaw. I don't like that. She snatched me up by my jaw, and the girl didn't kiss me. She didn't, in the middle of everybody. This is we in transition from first block to second block. We in the middle of the hallway. I'm with me and my niggas, me and my dudes. We chilling. She by herself walking to her class. I'm walking to my class. Nigga gonna snatch me up by my jaw. She ain't aggressively snatched me up, but she you know, she kind of pierced my shit a little bit. Man, she literally like licked my lips and kept walking. She ain't say nothing. She ain't nothing. I can't remember what really happened after that. All I know is I never ever, I don't give a damn. I could lose my goddamn memory in the long run. I never forget that shit. The nigga literally grabbed me. She was the first girl I think I met around the time that actually was about what she like said. Like, she stood on business for real. Like, the nigga said one thing and really did it. You know, some of these girls, they even till this day, grown as hell, 3-4 years later, motherfuckers, I done dealt with females, I'm gonna do this and that. Yeah, alright. Don't do it. She was, that's what I'm saying. Like, she was a freshman, I was a senior, but the nigga really stood on her words, like 10 toes. So, nigga licked my lips. I can't remember the conversation that we had after all of that, but I know right then and there, I was like, oh yeah, we locked in. Yeah, she's yeah, and she getting freaky in front of everybody. I know what type of time she on for sure. So then it got to a point where me and her, we got so close that we'll be bored in class and we'll hit each other up. I think I popped it off. I was like, I'm bored, I'm finna come see you or some shit like that. Just, you know, just being being, you know, a nigga. I think she was like, okay, cool. So like, I asked my teacher, hey teacher, I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta pee, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, go grab the hall pass. I grabbed the hall pass. I think I already knew where her class was or whatever, but I think we met in the hallway, some shit like that. We met up. We had just had makeout sessions on some virgin shit, and I'll play with her through. I ain't even got to the story where we did what we did, but this shit crazy. This still 2018, by the way. This ain't even 2019 when I lost my virginity. I'm trying to get y'all all caught up on game as to what was going on. Dog. We had makeout sessions all the time, just making out for like 4-5 minutes straight. I'm gripping her ass, I'm picking her leg up. We damn near having sex in the hallway. We just going full fledged, and then we'll hear somebody walking, we'll act like wasn't nothing going on. How y'all doing? Soon as they leave, we back making out again. All type of just crazy shit. My ass need to be in class learning, because I'm graduating eventually. She fresh into this shit, and we supposed to be learning. Nigga, we making out on some cool shit. You know, we did that a bunch of times. These 4 to 3 years that passed by, I know so much about. I've been into females all my life, but I learned so much about them over these past few years, as far as their nature and how they work and how they brain work and how to treat them and how they treat you and how to, you know, just certain shit like that. I wasn't up on game like this back when I was fucking with her, and just back in high school in general. I didn't know how to maneuver around certain shit that she did. So it got to a point where, like I said, me and my niggas, she was friends with one of my other niggas, and then she was friends with one of my other niggas, and she used to like them and this and that and all this weird shit. And I wasn't mad at them. I wasn't really mad at her either, but it struck a nerve. Like, you homie hopping, you something going on in here. Like, I feel a way about you, because she was it's so rare to find real ass females and even real niggas. It's rare to find people like that. So when you find that, it's like you want to keep that. This is my mindset back in the day, 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. That's my mindset. I'm like, damn, she a real female. I ain't really met nobody like her, and I might not never meet nobody like her again. Maybe. I wasn't thinking like that all the way, but to an extent, because everybody replaceable to a certain extent, depending on the person. But yeah, so she hopping homie to homie and shit like that, and she all on this weird shit. So I'm like, okay, that's how you feeling. So me, when I see some suspicious energy, I fall back. Yeah, you good, I'm gone, peace. Like, any small inconvenience, I'm out of there. I'm not dealing with that. You can go ahead. Oh, you finna pick him over me? Oh no, you ultimatums, you choose him, I'm gonna choose for you. You go with him. I ended up cutting her off for like couple weeks or like a month or something like that. I don't remember. I just know we fell out, and it was all my fault. I put the blame all on me. Blame it all on Mari. Blame it on me. I did. I cut her off. I'm not having that. So we ended up rekindling or whatever, and then I think it was on and off. We ended up falling out, I think, a couple more times after that, and we'd get back cool. We'd fall out. We'd get back cool. She said I did her wrong, this and that. I needed you. You left me. Crying and shit, you know, all the, you know. Fast forward through all of that. That was 2018, late 2018. I graduated in May. I think we fell out again around early 2019, and I was doing my own thing. Then I got me a little shorty, my age, by the way. She was a senior. She was like that was like an end of the year fling or whatever. So me and her, we just chilling, kicking it, doing our thing. It's cool as hell. She was a cool ass, cool. We fell out too. I'm toxic. I was toxic. I'm not toxic anymore. I might be, maybe. I don't know. No, I'm not toxic. I used to be a very toxic person, because I was only toxic because I didn't know how women worked fully all the way. I'm still learning new shit every day about women, but I know way more about the woman's brain than I did 3 years ago. But just know I said all that to say I was fucking with her. So I was out the picture. I almost said her full goddamn name. I was out the picture. She doing her own thing, I'm doing my own thing. I ended up graduating. I fell out with the end of the year fling. Blah blah blah. We fell out. I'm blocked. Still to this day I'm blocked. I don't care. This same week I fell out with the end of the year fling, the job that I was working at the time, I met my soon to be girlfriend. So the same week that I fell out with my fling was the same week I met my girlfriend, and this was like my first. I've had a girlfriend before, but we was just dating. I dated all throughout my life. I only had one real girlfriend in my whole 20 years of living. I'm finna turn 21 in like 2 months. And if you do that math, that dramatic pause that I had earlier, yeah, some of y'all probably still ain't getting it. Y'all gonna get it as the story progresses. So just sit back, grab your popcorn, cause it's finna be a motherfucking plot twist. So I met my soon-to-be girlfriend at my job. I took the week that I graduated from high school, I took like a couple weeks off. I took like a week or two off from my job. Like I was like, nigga, I don't even want to work. I just want to focus on graduating and getting the hell away from all these niggas forever. I don't never want to ever see these niggas ever again, ever, forever, ever. I don't ever want to ever see these niggas no more. That's how I was living. Cause I was still working, I just took off. I needed a break from the job. It was just a lot going on, a lot of emotions in the air. Just, man, I'm finna graduate. I'm finna be in the real world. So I took a break. When I was there working, my soon-to-be girlfriend was not there. I come back from my little leave, she there. And she brought some friends with her. She got her friends working there too. So they all came the hell out of nowhere. And we was having a, damn, that's a whole story in itself too. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of that. Okay, so, cause I got to. It's just, bro, just shut up. So I get back to work or whatever, and then we having a meeting at work. So I'm late to the meeting because I gotta pick up my diploma from the school. I gotta drop off my cap and gown, because if I don't, I'm not gonna get my diploma. So I ended up, going to go, do that little exchange or whatever, and I get to work late. We having a meeting. I walk in the meeting, everybody turn their head. Everybody turning their head looking to see who it is, because I worked in the movie theater. I worked at AMC. When I opened the door, it was before the theater opened to the customers, the guests. So we having a meeting in one of the theaters. I opened the door, it's squeaking, make the loud ass. Everybody turning their head. I see her. I'm like, God damn. She see me, I see her, but I ain't even stunting like that, because remember, I just got done messing with a fling, so I'm just chilling. Long story short, I'll tell y'all about that later if y'all want to hear that. Long story short, she ended up, we ended up hitting it off, being cool, blah, blah, blah. This in May of 2019, we hitting it off, we talking, we cool. She ended up, confessing how she feel about me, blah, blah, blah. We ended up getting together. So I met her in May. I cuffed up and made it official in September of 2019. Lost my virginity in November. Plot twist, this is not I. So therefore, if I cuffed up in September and I lost my virginity in November, the nigga cheated. I did. I'm not proud of it. People. This is my first time coming out to the world about this. She, the ex, not I, the ex, don't even know about this. I don't know if she gonna watch it. I don't know how she gonna feel. It is what it is. I ain't happy about it, but I did it. I admit it. It's out there. Got it off my chest. I ended up cheating. I'ma tell y'all why. I'm a nigga. It happens. Like, I'm not proud of it. It's just, I was a virgin. The ex was a virgin. I wasn't no virgin. But I mean, she neither here nor there right now. She ain't even in the picture right now. I wanted to have sex. I knew her since this, man. I wanted to lose my virginity. My ex wasn't ready. We ended up rekindling again back in June, around like this time, something like that, right? Yeah, we rekindled somewhere around this span of the summer when I graduated, because I was fresh into the real world. We ended up rekindling. I think she was like, congratulations for, graduating and blah, blah, blah. And then I, shit like that. And then I ended up getting, so when I cuffed up in September, it's not like I cuffed up and said, yeah, I'm a cheat. It's just like, okay, I knew you from May to November. Now, being a guy is just like, okay, I like, let's have sex. It's not all about the sex, but it's just like, see, nowadays, now that I didn't have my little experience and my fair share with having sex, it's like, it's not all that. I was a virgin at the time, so I wanted to see what the hype was about. So yes, I did end up cheating on my ex-girlfriend at the time. I apologize. I'm just now apologizing. That's so fucked up. But so what happened was, we cuffed up in September. I lost my virginity in November. So I was so player with it, and I don't even know what was going through my head at the time, but I was so player with it. Me and my girlfriend, we hang out, we new to this, we in the honeymoon phase and stuff like that. We going on our dates, we chilling, doing our thing. At the same time, I'm getting back in there with I said her name. I'm gonna cut it out. I gotta make sure I cut it out too. I said her name in one of them other clips. I'm gonna make sure I cut it out. Me and we rekindling at the same time. Man, I was so player with it. I changed her name from I changed her name in my phone to what it was, to Lil Sis I, her name. And because we was texting so much that I ain't with my ex to be like, who is this, blah, blah, blah. And I, you know, so I changed her name to Lil Sis. And I'm like, yeah, this is my little sister from school, you know, blah, blah, blah. Because that's just what she was. But, man, so we was going, man, we was chopping it up, like, damn near every day. It'd be sometimes, like, my ex, we all grow as people. Sometimes we wouldn't hang out all the time. Sometimes it'd be on her. Sometimes I'd be busy, but most of the time, it was some stuff going on, so we couldn't always hang out and stuff like that. So me and we was just getting closer and closer and closer. One day, I was supposed to hang with my ex. Nigga blew me off. So I and this is just when I got this car too. This around the time I just got this car. I was finna slide on her. What's up? What's good? What you doing for the night? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm blah, blah, blah. Okay, this and that. You can slide. Okay, I'm finna slide. Boom. Blow me off. I ended up pulling up to the mall. I pull up to the mall. I'm like, so I hit up I'm like, how far you live from the mall? Send your addy. Or send your location. She sent her location. That motherfucker said 11 minutes. You already know what I'm on. It sound crazy. I know. I'm going full savage mode. Let's do it. Man, it said 11 minutes away. You already know what I was on. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm finna pull up. Be ready. It's like 8 p.m. at this time. This is before COVID hit. So, like, if you live in Atlanta, you already know the mall, they close the malls at like 3 p.m. in Georgia. I'm being dramatic, but at the same time, niggas know what I'm talking about if you live here or if you've been here after the pandemic. These niggas closed the malls. The mall is 10 p.m. right now. I mean, the mall would be closed right now, but like back in the day, the mall would close at like 10 p.m. It's 10:21 on the dot right now. The mall would have closed 21 minutes ago, but now the mall closed at like 7 something. Goofy as hell. But anyways, it's 8 p.m. We sitting in the mall chilling, bored. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna pull up on you. Me and one of my bros or whatever. So I ended up pulling up on her with him, right? Remember, at this time I'm graduated, so therefore she is a sophomore now. But no, yeah, it's November, so she's back in school, so she need to be asleep right now, I think, or maybe she was on break. Anyways, either way it go, I pull up. It's like 8 something. She 11 minutes away. I pull up. You know, I ain't seen her in a minute. Remember, we fell out. When we fell out. We stopped talking. I think the last time I seen her was probably when we used to do our little thing in the hallway or whatever. That was first semester, so that's 2018. And remember, 2019 came. That was second semester. Second semester, I'm chilling with my fling or whatever. So me and I hope I cut. I'm so fine with the editing. I'll be able to do it. I said her name again. Me and I ain't seen each other in a minute. So when I pull up, man, I get out the car, give her a hug. She jump in my arms. I'm talking about she jump in my arm, hugging me, happy, squeezing me, smiling, laughing. She kissed me on my cheeks. I ain't gonna lie, I got up right there. I'm like, oh, I forgot I even had a girlfriend. Who? No, in the midst of all that, me and her still texting or whatever. I'm like, man, I wish I would have stayed or something like that. She was like, I was like, I'm gonna pull back up a little later or something like that. If you down with that, if you cool with that. She was like, yeah, that's cool. When I tell you, remember earlier in the video, I don't know if I'm gonna flash it back or what I'm gonna do, but remember earlier in the video, I said that she stood on business. She stood on her words. Anything she said, she did it. She said, when you pull back up later, you know we gonna fuck, right?